Hello and welcome back to my videos. I'm Klepik and today I will be drawing random jammers on Animal Jam. Yay! Now I'm going to start this video with a prequel. A prequel to being able to draw jammers on Animal Jam. This prequel is also a little resentful in narration because of the fact that nobody ever told me I could achieve my childhood dream of owning an Animal Jam Classic membership without having to pay a single dime. So if you didn't know that, now I'm going to tell you too, because we deserve to be happy. You and me deserve to be happy. Part 1. Prequel. Animal Jam lets you pay 600 sapphires to buy a 1-month membership, and it recently came to my attention that the membership is cross-platform. If you have an Animal Jam membership on your Play Wild account, it will transfer to your Classic account. Needless to say, as soon as I found out this information, I hopped onto Animal Jam to see if I could sell my art for some sapphires. Sadly, nobody wanted my months-old Dookie art from my last Animal Jam video I made, which has a ton of views, by the way, so I'm hoping this one can also ride that high. But since no one wanted my Animal Jam art, it was time to head off to the art studio for Plan B. Commissions. Now, apparently my commission prices were low for the last video. I didn't know that, but I quickly updated my prices and waited a couple days for the masterpiece with the new prices to be approved. Once I was in the studio advertising, it took a while, as in 10 seconds to get a commission, 10 seconds flat. You can see the speed paint on screen of the commission I got, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, actually. The person who commissioned me was super nice, and their commission was all I needed to be able to afford my membership. So once I had it, I was off to Classic, running, sprinting, full speed ahead to Classic. Look at that beautiful Classic membership. 3rd grade me is literally bawling their eyes out. I wanted a membership so badly. I remember talking to my friends about our Animal Jam membership dreams and that her uncle was gonna get us a membership for some reason but never did. 3rd grade me is in tears. We did it, little me. We did it. We did it. Now, the prequel is over. It's on to Drawing Jammers, Part 2. Drawing Jammers. Okay, so in between playing minigames, making my avatar, and having the absolute time of my life on a game made for elementary schoolers, I drew some jammers, I guess. But mostly I was having the time of my life, man. Mostly I was just like freeballing, just minigame after minigame, going to the pillow room, going to Kimbara, going to wherever else there is, jumping on the ice. I jumped on the ice so much. It was a blast. And then there was drawing jammers, I guess. Now, I was at the summer carnival, having the time of my life again. I was hitting those phantoms. I was dunking them in the water. I had awesome aim, guys. I had awesome aim, actually. But I was in the summer carnival when I spotted who would be my first victim. They looked silly. They looked fun. I immediately had an idea for how I would draw them. Now, you're gonna look at these drawings and be like, Klepik, where's the skill? Where's the dang line art at? I wanted to have fun with these. These were silly drawings from silly ideas where I could just sit back and have fun. There is no skills behind these. No skills at all. Most of the details are quite literally just blobs at best. But I had fun with these, and I hope the people who got them enjoy them as well. With that said, I saw this character with the giant flower on their head and the, might I say, really nice color palette of their avatar, and decided they had allergies. Major allergies. The pollen on that flower hat, massive sneezes, massive puffy eyes, so that's how I drew them. Very silly. This was a pretty experimental piece because I haven't really drawn on Classic, ever, actually. But it was pretty fun. I always enjoy drawing people on Animal Jam for some reason, but I'll get more into my drawing process on the next jammer. For now, here is the first completed piece. Yay! Let's see the reaction. They gave me a gift? Everyone ended up giving me gifts when I gave them art, and I cried every single time. They were all so sweet, and I legit had tears down my eyes because they gave me cool stuff, and I was not expecting it. This jammer gave me a heart mat, which means they love me, and they loved my art, and they loved that I drew something for them, and I'm not joking when I tell you I cried. I did not expect it. On to the next jammer though. Them. I chose them. They were my next victim. Found them in Genoa Township and dragged them to the art studio. Not really, but it's funny to say it like that, so that's how we're saying it. In reality, I just ominously buddied them with no explanation and then ran to the art studio alone. Anyway, this person's avatar screamed sailor. I knew I was gonna have to draw them on a boat. I've never drawn a boat, and I mostly made a pretty abstract boat, but I think it still turned out okay. You think so too, right? Yeah, you do. I really like the water and the sky and the overall scenery. It's pretty simple, and I don't know why I enjoy looking at it, but I feel like it looks nice. But on to my earlier promise of explaining my process in these. All of these drawings only really took around 30 minutes for me to make. They were all pretty quick because animals are always easier for me to draw than people because I study people way more, so I have to make sure they look anatomical. But these are just silly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they don't look like a really super realistic red panda because they're just silly guys. I'm just drawing silly guys, man. One game changer in drawing on Animal Jam though that I feel isn't explained enough is the process of hooking up a drawing tablet or iPad to your computer to draw. No one talks about this, I feel. So I will be letting you all in on a secret because I care about you and I love you and I want you to also be able to draw absolute masterpieces on Animal Jam because it's actually impossible to draw them with a mouse. I tried. I cried. I don't want you to cry. Okay, so all you need to do is download Steam Link. It's an app that you can download from the App Store. It's not free. It's not sponsored either because I found out about it from a couple of random TikToks. And that's literally it. Follow the app's instructions and you can use your iPad to play Animal Jam Classic while your laptop streams it to your iPad. It made drawing all of these such a breeze to do, honestly. Alright, that's another jammer down. Let's see their reaction. Now, nostalgia on Animal Jam is a big factor for me in playing it. I remember jumping on the ice until it broke and doing all of that fun stuff. So when I was in the Serapia Forest, which I hope I'm saying correctly, I wanted to take the opportunity to enjoy the game's little animations again. So I danced by the fire outside, hoping other people would join and get Mira to dance out of the fire. I didn't type a single word asking for other jammers to join. Not one. I just danced there for like 30 minutes hoping people would get the message. About 5 minutes in, this jammer got the message and started dancing with me. It took another 10 minutes to get other people to dance as well, but they stuck it out for me. Not a single word, just a promise to get Mira to show. This formed a bond that went beyond words, a bond that meant we were buddies. So I buddied them and went into the art game to draw them, my buddy, my friend, my silent comrade. With all of these drawings, I wanted them to be at least a little goofy. You can tell, especially with the first one, that I was just having a silly time. For this one though, I struggled a bit on how to make it silly. I finally settled on giving them a huge, and I mean huge, 2000s anime eye. Except the style I was going for was more of the kind where it looks really poorly traced, is the effort I was going for. Not the effort, the style I was going for. I put effort into this piece, trust. I thought it'd be funny, but I don't think the final drawing really got the message across that the eye was supposed to come off as satirical. I still like the drawing though, so I hope they did too. Spoiler alert, they did. And here's the reaction as proof. Next jammer! Did you like my singing? I enjoyed it. Now, this jammer, I accidentally ended up stalking. I didn't mean to, I promise, but it first started when I first went to their den, realizing that they loved fish. So I incorporated that heavily into their drawing. I found out through this that they actually get a lot of art of themselves, so I was really excited to work on this drawing of them since I knew they'd most likely really appreciate it, since they already like getting art of themselves from other people. The second instance of me accidentally stalking them was going through their jammer wall when I was bored and waiting for the masterpiece to approve. I saw how they subtly hinted at having a TikTok and even dropped their username. The third instance was when I accidentally ended up doom scrolling on their TikTok for 30 minutes straight. Their videos were really entertaining! Anyway, through this I learned that they also draw random jammers in Animal Jam. They're super nice, and I even connected with them on TikTok. I also attacked their fiance on Art Fight, and I think we're friends now. Yay, if so. You should totally check out their TikTok though. Their videos are really fun, and they're genuinely really nice. So I'm gonna put their TikTok right here so you can go check them out. Go check them out. This drawing for them was also really fun. During this time, I recently learned how to draw fish and was having an absolute blast even outside of this piece drawing them, so getting to draw them in this piece was really fun. Also, I love sheep. I have a sheep shrine in my den. Sheep are one of my favorite animals, and sheep in Animal Jam are actually so much fun. I was actually searching for sheep to draw this entire video, so I was super excited when I found them in Jamaa because I could finally have an excuse to draw a sheep. Alright, that's this jammer down. Here is their reaction. I don't have time to get my iPad out to record, but they yelled my name in all caps. Oh my god. Yay, this is hard to type with one hand. Oh my god. Yay. Absolutely stunning, let's go. Yay. Wait, I can do the jump emoji. Jump. Whoopee, let's do some variety. Woo. Okay, it didn't let me say whoopee, but we have woo. A spike! Oh my gosh, they gave me a spike! That's insane! I can't believe I got spikes out of this. I'm such a cool rare jammer now. Oh my stars. I'm so cool. Okay, let's move on to the next jammer before I relive my absolute shock again, this time on camera, so it's even worse. Little did I know that I forgot to film the speed paint for this drawing, so that's pretty anticlimactic for the last drawing of this video. Here's the finished result. And here's their reaction. Oh my stars, another spike. I'm literally the coolest jammer now. I have matching spiked wristbands and collars that go with my avatar. I am actually the coolest jammer. Get on my level. Enough of that, and on to some little wrap-up thoughts I wanted to get to. One thing I also cried at was that every single jammer I drew ended up putting the masterpiece in their dens. Like, I would check out their dens when I was bored, and I would see that, and I would start crying again. I'd just bawl my eyes out. They thought my art was cool enough for them to put it in their house. That's like putting my art on your fridge. My stepsister put my art on her fridge one time. I almost cried in front of her. I don't know if I mentioned it, but honestly, I really love drawing on Animal Jam. I always have. I don't get the hate. It's silly and a whimsical experience because you can't be perfect with it. It's not like a regular drawing program, and that's why I love it. I can let loose. I can like have fun. Lastly, my membership for Animal Jam Classic has expired. My 1 month of joyousness has ended, and I have no excuse to renew it by doing another commission. Unless this video goes well and I have another reason to do a part 2. You could make that happen. There could be a part 2 to this video where I renew my membership and draw even more jammers. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm currently trying to grow my YouTube channel, so do be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to make me a very happy jammer. Thank you so much for your support of my videos. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye!